it's Philly X here at PAX East, and I'm here with Chad from Battleground Games and Hobbies. So Chad, can you tell me, what is Battleground Games and Hobbies? What do you offer?
Battleground Games and Hobbies offers basically like a huge selection of tabletop miniatures, tabletop board games, basically everything you could find in like the traditional friendly local game store. We've been coming to PAX now for 5 years, and we try to like recreate everything we do in our game store. We try to create like a miniature game store right here in the hall.
Awesome. So this is what we're seeing behind us. The experiences that you can get at the stores, put in here. Now tell me about this table here.
All right, so this table is our arena, which is year after year, this has been like a really big hit for us here. It's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons that we've set in a giant miniatures battle arena that we've created. And people just can enter for free using miniatures that we supply, or if they want, they can purchase a booster pack that has some of the tougher monsters that they really want to clean up in the arena.
All right, and everything that I've seen here at your booth, all the games, so we can get at your store and we can get online also?
Yes, we have right now we're primarily selling mostly Magic singles online. In the future we'll be offering much more of that, but we have 2 retail locations in Massachusetts. One is in Abington and one is in Plainville.
Now, if you could pick 2 products from your store to highlight, which 2 would be your favorite to talk about?
2 favorites. Well, that's tough. That's tough. There's a lot of
put you on the spot.
Yeah. There's a lot of board games that I love. The 2 biggest games by far are Magic the Gathering. That's like, that's a really, really popular game. Our weekly tournaments, get anywhere from like 50 to 100 people.
Wow.
And so that's like a really, really popular. If I was going to recommend something, because the community is so strong behind that game, I would probably recommend that. And Dungeons and Dragons is what brought me to the hobby, so that'll probably be my other pick. I've been playing that since I was probably like 9 years old, and I'm 43 now, so you can do the math.
So that was my next question. Would be like for myself, I played 1 tabletop game, and that was, what was that? It's a movie, it's a TV show, Zombies.
Is it Zombicide or
no?
Walking Dead?
Walking Dead.
There we go.
Played The Walking Dead a couple, maybe a year ago.
Yep.
So that's the first real tabletop game I played.
Okay.
Okay, so if I wanted to get into it, what is the best starter game to really learn and get the feel for this type of genre?
For someone just getting into it, I would probably recommend something that's like, gives the feel of like a good tabletop game without being too complicated. Because a lot of them, their strength is really how complicated they are. But those tend to sort of like be the kind of thing that really experienced, people who play board games all the time, who want something really meaty. I'd recommend something like, there's a bunch of like really, really expansive board games that can take hours and hours on end. Like there's a Game of Thrones board game that was like can take 2 or 3 hours, really in depth. But for new players, I would say stuff like Splendor is a new game that just came out. It's really simple. It's a resource management game, super fun, and it's inexpensive. That's really popular. Party games are a really good example of how this kind of thing can work. There's a game that's really popular called The Resistance that this past Thanksgiving I brought a game to my Thanksgiving family dinner. I took it out and everybody was groaning because they've never seen it before, they don't know what it is, and by the second time, after playing the game once, everyone just didn't want to stop, and we played for hours and hours. So that's how this works a lot.
See, and that's what I can tell, like from the atmosphere that I'm seeing, these people are really enjoying what they're doing. They're not wasting time, they're not being drugged into it. That's the kind of atmosphere I want to kind of experience.
Yeah,
get into this.
It's great, and it syncs really well with the video game. Like people are often surprised. A lot of people come to PAX, they're here for the video games and the expo hall, and then 6 o'clock that closes and they have nothing to do. So all of their friends flood over here, and then they become tabletop game players too. It's really great.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing with me.
It's nice to meet you.
Opening my eyes to what I've been missing out on.
Play a demo with us.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.